I want to go on a trip with you. Leo, it's summer! We have to go out and have some fun.
Wow, Nanase. You just got dumped by your girlfriend, and now you're at a fireworks festival with a cute girl like this? The summer sun was blazing down. The reflection off the concrete was already making me sweat before I even got to work. Man, it's hot today, but I'm not gonna lose. Screwing up my eyes, I defiantly thrust my fist towards the sky, declaring war on the sun. Not even many elementary school kids on summer vacation would do something like that. Alright, time to give it my all today. Glub, am I drowning? Nope, still alive. Leo, good morning.
Oh, Kyosuke, what are you doing? I am so sorry, my son.
No, it's okay. It's so hot, I'll be dry by the time I get to work. Thanks for cooling me down, Kosuke. You're welcome. Have a good day at work, Leo. Ah, that's right. The elementary school kids are on summer vacation. Even in the city, it feels like one of those My Summer Vacation games. Yeah, so nostalgic. Getting blasted with a water gun by the kid who lives in my apartment complex first thing in the morning really brought out the kid in me.
He's such an incredibly positive and outgoing guy.
Well, that's what people often say about me, and I don't really have a problem with that assessment. My name is Leo Nanase. I was a little bummed I didn't reach my goal height of 170 centimeters, but I'm not the one to get discouraged. I'm a 23-year-old salesman at an IT startup. By the way, when I got home that day, Kosuke's mother shared some of her dinner with me as an apology.
Oh, good morning, Leo.
The woman sweeping in front of the coffee shop across from my office is Rena Tenguji. She's my girlfriend. Good morning, Rena. Let's do our best at work today. I'll come see you at lunchtime.
Okay, I'll be waiting.
Her coffee shop is the closest one to my office. I started going there, and she confessed her feelings to me. It's been almost half a year since then. My job as a salesman and my private life with a cute girlfriend were both going perfectly smoothly. Or so I thought.
Leo, I'm sorry. Can we break up?
After work on a perfectly ordinary weekday, my girlfriend called me out only to break up with me. And standing next to her was Kei Shizukura, a colleague of mine who's a year older. Don't take it personally, Nanase. Rena says she'd rather be with me. He smiled and said I'll make her happy, and at his words, Rena blushed with delight. I see. I understand. Thanks for everything, Rena. Huh? Is that all you have to say? I thought you'd say something more. Huh? Nope. If Rena's gonna be happy, then that's all that matters to me. If it's a path that will lead her to happiness, I have no reason to object. It must be a positive choice for her. As I walked away with a smile, the two of them just stared at each other, stunned. Don't worry about it, Rena. He's just being a sore loser and putting on a brave face. As Shizukura tried to comfort her, he found himself swallowed by a strange, awkward atmosphere. And that's what happened. So my girlfriend and I broke up. A few days later, my best friend, Shin Kurama, and his sister, Akari Kurama, invited me out to our usual yakitori place. I told Shin we broke up, he told Akari, and that's how I ended up being summoned here.
So that happened. You could say your coworkers stole her? Or she just had a change of heart. I don't know, but you seem more cheerful than I expected, Leo. It kinda threw me off.
Akari is currently 21. She's a beautiful college student, and I've known her since the 4th grade.
No way. Leo got dumped? Unbelievable, 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 unbelievable.
Hey, big bro! You're acting like you're the one who got dumped.
Haha, we haven't seen each other in a while, but you're as funny as ever, Shin. I've been best friends with Shin since we met in the 4th grade when I transferred to his elementary school. And now we're colleagues working in different departments at the same company. While I'm in the sales department and usually work from the office, Shin is a software engineer and mostly works from home. Thanks for worrying so much about me, Shin. Sure, I liked her, and it'd be a lie to say I'm not lonely. But she said she'll be happier this way, and now I'll have more time to hang out with you, Shin. It's not all bad, I think, so don't make that face.
Leo!
Hey, you two! Don't forget about me!
Thanks for inviting me out today, Akari. I appreciate you making time to cheer me up.
Ta-ta-ta! You're so naive, Leo. That's not the only reason.
Her wagging her index finger so smugly is just adorable. What kind of trick does she have up her sleeve?
I want to go on a trip with you. Leo, it's summer! We have to go out and have some fun.
Is what she wants.
It seems the two of them plan to invite me on a trip when they call me out for dinner today. Their kindness warms my heart. A trip? That sounds great. Let's go. So, I took my summer vacation from work to match Akari's university summer break. Even though Shin can work as long as he has his PC, he made sure to take his vacation on the same days.
Nanase and Kurama took their summer vacation together.
And so, a certain female colleague at the office was apparently getting all giddy about it. As for her travel destination...
We're here!
The three of us had come to the nostalgic countryside where we spent our childhood. We took a series of trains from Tokyo and arrived, swaying on the Lovekoi Seaside Railway with a view of the ocean. Wow, this is so nostalgic. Just the air alone gives me the feels.
The sun, it's too bright. There's nothing to block it. Nature is scary. Summer is the season for cheerful people.
Jeez, big bro, what are you muttering about? You barely leave the house, so you should soak up some sun for a change.
I remember there was a famous campsite nearby, right? Are we going there? Akari is in charge of this whole trip, so I haven't been told her destination.
Tut-tut-tut. You thought so, didn't you? But you're wrong. I call it Operation Let's Go Back to That Summer in Our Old Hometown.
Whoa, I have a feeling this is gonna be epic.
She even has a name for the operation. Akari, you're just like Leo.
And so, today's accommodation is right here.
Huh? Here? Accommodation? This looks like a school, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's the elementary school we used to go to. I heard it was closed down.
That's right. Our alma mater was affected by the recent decline in the birth rate and closed down when it merged with a nearby school.
You're surprised, right? Yep, that's the reaction I was hoping for. Actually, after this school closed, it was renovated and turned into a lodging facility for work Asians.
Actually, Akari is studying to be an elementary school teacher. She's interested in schools and child support. While doing her research, she found out that her old school had been renovated into a facility.
Ahem. Let me explain. This facility was repurposed as a lodging facility through the efforts of a certain NPO. The representative is the one and only Mr. Koki Samakawa. He's famous for being the eldest son of the Samakawa conglomerate, and his NPO, which focuses on child support, is a hot topic right now. For example, they support community cafeterias, children's facilities, and schools. They're an amazing organization that does everything for kids.
Wow, as expected of Professor Akari, you know your stuff. Once inside, the classroom's blackboard and desks were just as they were back then. It was a space that made you feel like you traveled back in time. It seems like repairs and reinforcements have been made, but I was surprised that the scene was still so similar to how it used to be. Memories of that time naturally came flooding back. It seemed to be the same for Shin, and for Akari, there were other emotions welling up as well. Whoa, there's a blackboard. This is so nostalgic. Shin, you were always in the front row, weren't you?
Yeah, I was cursed to be in the front row. Thanks to that, I always felt everyone's eyes on my back during class, and it made me feel sick. But...
I'm Leo Nanase. Nice to meet you all. A nostalgic memory vividly surfaced in Shin's mind. It was the day I transferred to this school. My parents had died in a car accident a few months prior, and I had moved to this town to live with my grandmother. Knowing Leo Nanase's circumstances, Shin, who was watching more closely than anyone from his seat in the front and center, felt a sharp pain in his chest. How can you smile like that? Along with the feeling he couldn't comprehend, Shin's eyes widened as if he were captivated by my smile.
All right. Professor Akari's special class is now in session.
Yes, Professor Akari.
While I was lost in memories, something else started.
Today's lesson is... let's enjoy some marine activities at the beach near the school.
Huh? Why are we going outside again when we just got to the school? Teacher, I'll be observing, I'll study, and work in the classroom.
What?
Haha, are you not a fan of the sea, Shin?
No, it's not that I dislike it. More like I've just never been one for it.
I see. Well, since we're here, why don't you give it a try with me? Won't you come?
I guess I can never say no to Leo.
I didn't miss the glint of light in Shin's eyes peeking through his bangs. After that, we tried out as many activities as time allowed. Whoa, it's surprisingly hard to stand on this wobbly thing. Hey, you're good at this, Shin.
If you open your feet shoulder width apart, focus your center of gravity inward instead of outward, and look straight ahead, you can stand.
My brother has an unexpected talent, even though he's always slouching.
I burst out laughing when I saw Shin's unexpected talent for SUP, and then...
They say it has a great detox effect. You two want to try?
Yeah, that's a privilege reserved for beautiful women.
Huh? Are we talking about that dating show?
Akari seemed to be really into getting buried in the sand, so she decided to continue for a while. Alright, Shin, let's go snorkeling together.
I don't know if I can do it, but okay.
Wow. The blue, clear world reflected in my eyes. The world beneath the sea was so beautiful it took my breath away. It was a sea I had dived in several times as a child, but seeing it again after all my experiences, the scenery looked different. I feel like I'm gonna cry. I don't usually force myself to be positive, but when something suddenly touches a deep chord within me, emotions like sadness and melancholy rush over me like a wave. As I was lost in thought, enveloped by the motherly sea, I felt a tap on my shoulder. When I turned to look... Shin's eyes were sparkling inside his goggles, and he was giving me a thumbs up. If I told him that his eyes had always encouraged me, would he believe me? Thinking that, I gave him a thumbs up with both hands and smiled back.
So, Leo, did you manage to unwind a little?
On the second day of our trip, as the sun set, we came to a local fireworks festival that happened to be going on. According to Akari, coming to this festival was also one of the goals of the trip. Her travel plan was packed. Of course. Thanks for planning the trip, Akari.
You're welcome.
By the way, Shin had to deal with some urgent work, so he was working at the lodging facility. We decided to buy some festival food to take back and watch the fireworks from the school.
Still, I never thought Mr. Samakawa, who just happened to be at the facility, would lend us yukatas.
It's a great initiative, isn't it? Lending yukatas for free to kids who can't afford them, just in time for the fireworks festival. That's right, we happened to meet Mr. Koki Samakawa, the head of the MPO at the lodging facility today. Apparently, he's also been helping to fund the fireworks festival for the children of this town for several years now. He even lent some to us. What a great guy. He was so cool. He was such a cheerful and friendly person that we hit it off right away, and he offered to lend us yukatas.
Mr. Samakawa is wonderful and someone I can respect, of course, but I think you're amazing too, Leo. for being able to get along with anyone so quickly.
Akari, bathed in the faint light of the food stalls, suddenly murmured that with a smile, and I couldn't help but feel flustered. Akari, you're amazing too, for working so hard for your future dream. And both the swimsuit and the yukata look really cute on you.
Huh?
As if drawn out by the cheerful festival music, my true feelings started slipping out. Just as I was about to panic and cover it up.
Well, if it isn't Nanase, what are you doing in a backwater town like this?
Shizukura, what are you guys doing here? Walking towards us from the front were my coworker Shizukura and my ex-girlfriend Rena. I never expected to see them here, so I was genuinely surprised.
Rena saw this fireworks festival on social media and said she wanted to come, so I brought her. After all, I'm Rena's boyfriend now.
Leo, who are these people?
Just as I was about to introduce the two to Akari, who was tugging at my sleeve, Shizukura cut in.
Nice to meet you. I'm Kei Shizukura, a colleague of Nanase's. Your yukata is very cute.
Thank you?
Well, Nanase, you just got dumped by your girlfriend, and now you're at a fireworks festival with a cute girl like this? You're just dead weight, yet you're living the high life.
Huh? Dead weight? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you, obviously. You just grin and brush it off when you mess up at work. And yet, for some reason, the boss really likes you. I've never liked that. Even though I'm more capable than you, right? You're so stupidly positive, I bet you won't even deny what I'm saying right here.
I felt a sense of unease at how loudly Shizukura emphasized the word capable. It was as if he was saying it for someone else to hear.
I see. So that's how it is.
Akari put a hand to her chin, striking a pose like a great detective. It seemed she had an idea.
What do you mean, I see?
In other words, you were jealous of Leo, who is more capable than you at work, and you wanted to beat him no matter what. But you couldn't beat him at work, so you were like, no, I'm the more capable one, it's true, and hit on that woman over there. You thought you could lie to her because she doesn't work with us, so she wouldn't know, right?
What? Of course not.
Shizukura trembled as he denied it, but his reaction made it obvious that Akari's prediction was spot on.
Since I'm studying to be an elementary school teacher, I can pretty much understand how children behave.
A child? Hey, Nanase, don't you dare laugh.
My apologies. Akari's teasing skills were so unexpectedly high, I couldn't help but burst out laughing.
And you fell for the random lies this little kid made up. That's not true. You don't know anything about Leo either. Just like Kay said, Leo was always just smiling. He was clumsy and a little stupid.
Wait, is that how I came across?
But that's what cheered everyone up. I mean, that's all it was. He's just so positive, so it rubs off on people.
So Rena was swayed by Shizukura's line, I'm more capable than him, but...
That's great, Leo. You got a compliment.
Huh? Oh yeah, the last part. Thanks.
That's not... That's what I mean by stupid. You didn't even seem sad when we broke up. So of course that worked too.
Could you not insult my best friend based on your own assumptions?
Shin, what are you doing here? I'm glad you came after all.
Yeah, I was working and Mr. Samikawa came over. He said I should be out having fun with my friends on a day like this, and was pretty pushy about it.
Mr. Samikawa is a kind person, but he has an air of authority that you can't argue with. It seems even Shin couldn't resist the pressure and had to interrupt his work to follow us.
Anyway, you over there. Leo isn't stupid. He's the kind of guy who pays close attention to everyone around him and thinks about a lot of things. Do you really think Leo didn't feel anything when you dumped him?
But he just smoothly without even trying to hold on to me. I thought he could have shown some lingering attachment.
Oh, so you're sad that Leo let you go easily? Even though you're the one who dumped him? You're the stupid one. He was thinking, I'll just smile and be happy for you, as long as it's a choice that makes you happy.
What?
It's the same at work. As a salesman, he's always considerate of his clients, of course, but also of us remote SEs. He keeps track of the workload of each SE, our progress, deadlines, and the weight of our tasks. He's kind enough to negotiate with clients on our behalf to prevent us from being overwhelmed. On the other hand, how about you, Shizukura? You don't consider the SEs and just bark orders like do this, do that, the deadline's been moved up. And to top it off, you blame us for your poor sales performance, saying the systems we build are lame.
Well, that's because at that time...
I'm not listening to your excuses. I'm not interested in you in the first place. Have you figured out why you can never beat Leo in sales? You're a yes man who accepts impossible tasks from clients. And you're an egoist who pushes unreasonable demands on your coworkers and acts like a king. Naturally, clients start to think it's useless to rely on this guy. And we SEs start to think, let's work for Nanase instead of Shizukura. Even a little dummy like you can understand that, right?
Little dummy, you calling me a baby. Nanase, you bastard.
Shizukura overreacted and got angry only at the sound of my laughter. But actually, at that moment, several people nearby also couldn't help but laugh. Realizing this, Shizukura's face turned beet red, and he stormed off, leaving his girlfriend behind. Dad, Mom, why did you have to die? That day, the day my parents died in an accident, I cried and screamed in front of their bodies. I pushed away the adults who tried to calm me down, unable to think straight. For the first time in my life, I thought I couldn't face forward.
We love you when you're always smiling, Leo.
Those words from my beloved mother, and my beloved father nodding in agreement beside her. That was my only emotional support. To keep from saddening the grandmother who took me in, I smiled again. Shinkurama, be my friend. At my new elementary school, Shin was already a head taller than the rest of the class. He sat in the front and center, hunched over as if to hide himself to be invisible. Before any of the cheerful kids, before anyone else who talked to me, I went straight to Shin. I'm sure this kid, even if he saw the not-so-smiley me, he wouldn't be disappointed. At the tender age of 10, having lost my parents, I think that's what I thought when I saw Shin, all alone with his head down. The fireworks are gonna be fun.
Yeah, but watching fireworks from a school classroom, we would have gotten in trouble for that back then.
When we returned to our old school, our lodging for the trip from the festival, we waited for the fireworks in that classroom. Akari had said she was going to the restroom and left the classroom, so it was just me and Shin now. Haha, you're right about that. But hey, if that happened, you get scolded with me, Shin. No way, Shin's face said as he looked at me, and I find it so funny I burst out laughing. And then... Hey, Shin. Thanks for getting angry for me earlier.
No. It wasn't like me, was it? I just couldn't stand seeing you being made fun of, Leo.
Shin's handsome face broke into a self-deprecating smile, and his long fingers shyly scratched his cheek. And then...
You probably know this, but before you transferred to this school, Leo, I was always alone. I don't remember ever being taught how to make friends, and even if I had been, I didn't think I could do it. I thought things would just go on like this forever. But when I learned about your difficult situation, Leo, and saw you still smiling, I found it so strange that I decided to look up, just a little. And when I did, the you I saw through the gaps in my bangs was so dazzling, so cool. Always, whenever my world was about to change, you were the one who took my hand, Leo. The view of the sea yesterday was the same. If it weren't for you, Leo, my life might have ended without ever knowing that scenery.
Thank you, Shin said. I don't think I've ever been so happy to hear that single word. My heart felt so warm. If you're going to say that, then I'm the one who should be thanking you, Shin. You know, I was smiling back then, but my head was a total mess. My parents were gone, I changed schools. There was the me who wanted to smile, and the me who wanted to cry. It was all a huge mess, so I just smiled. And then, I saw you, and I felt relieved. I mean, you always had a gloomy face. I felt like if I was with you, it would be okay even if a time came when I couldn't smile. But when I saw your sparkling eyes from time to time, I thought, I want to make him smile after all. I want to keep smiling. So... At that moment, as if to bless our friendship, the fireworks went off, illuminating the classroom as bright as midday. Shin Kurama, thank you for being my friend. At the place where we began, I held out my hand just like that day, and Shin's eyes sparkled again. Looking at my best friend's face, I was certain that it was thanks to Shin that I could be truly positive from the bottom of my heart.
I'm the one who should be thanking you, Leo.
And outside the classroom door was Akari, who had returned a little while ago, but had been waiting silently so as not to interrupt, and... Mr. Koki Samikawa, who was smiling gently and saying, "What a beautiful friendship."
Yes, really. Watching them makes me realize that your childhood is such a crucial time that can shape your entire life. In the future, I want to be a teacher who can guide and support children like that.
Akari planned this trip because she was worried about me, who could only smile after being dumped by my girlfriend, and her brother, who was down because he couldn't spend time with me. When Mr. Samikawa learned that, he grinned and said, "Well then, today was a big step towards your dream." Now, as for Shizukura, who had been thoroughly embarrassed in contrast to us.
Ah, damn it, this is so frustrating. What's with those guys? Nanase and that Kurama, just you wait. Today's the day I'll get results that'll put you two in your place.
And so, his anger was making his motivation spin its wheels. But a week after that trip...
Leo, wow, you really did it. This is the biggest contract of the fiscal year.
Shin and I were being applauded by our boss and colleagues in the sales department office. No, this time it wasn't me. It was Shin. I mean, Kurama's presence that was a big help.
Oh, that's right. I've heard about it, Kurama. I'm honored.
Yes, this was during the day of the second day of our trip, when we met Mr. Samikawa at the lodging facility. Mr. Samikawa, everything you do is so inspiring. For the children. Children are a treasure, aren't they? The kids who borrowed the yukatas had such sparkling smiles. I was so moved. Being naturally cheerful, Mr. Samikawa and I hit it off. As we talked, Mr. Samikawa had a reaction like a boy who had just had a great idea. He said he was thinking of expanding his child support business and launching a new initiative as a part of it. From there, the topic quickly turned into a business discussion, and then...
Regarding what you were discussing earlier, how about a system like this? I apologize for its simplicity, but I've created a model. I came up with a system after listening to you and Leo, Nanase talk. I thought it might be helpful.
While Akari and I were out buying food from the stalls, Shin had approached Mr. Samikawa. Shin had been quietly listening to Mr. Samikawa and me as we got more and more excited. Based on our conversation, he created a sample system that could be used as a reference. With that assist, the business deal became even more solid.
I see. That was a lucky encounter, wasn't it? Kurama, your responsiveness is truly impressive. This was only possible because of your teamwork.
Just then, Shizukura, who was desperate to win, returned to the office and immediately started to object.
Wait a minute, boss. That's just a lucky break, isn't it? It wasn't just Nanase. If I had been there, I could have gotten that contract. And the system. There are more capable people than Kurama.
Say one more word and I won't forgive you. My best friend is brilliant.
Yeah,
If Shin was made fun of course I couldn't just stand by and smile. My default smile vanished, and I glared at Shizukura with lifeless eyes. Shizukura trembled at the sudden change in my demeanor and pathetically backed away.
Shizukura, this wasn't just a lucky break. It was none other than Kurama, whose skills as an SC were recognized by Mr. Samikawa. And above all, it was thanks to Leo Nanase's people skills that he was able to build a relationship of trust in such a short time. The two of you were the ones who made this contract happen. This is their great achievement. Don't you think so?
Well...
You have a bit of a tendency to try to make up for your own lack of ability by putting others down. You'll never grow that way. Stagnation would be the best you could hope for. But in most cases, you should expect your position, your reputation, and your skills to all decline. If you have time to be jealous of others, all you can do is hone your own skills.
Yes, sir. I'm very sorry.
After a stern scolding from the boss, Shizukura was snickered at by the surrounding employees. Now, for a little update on what happened after. Having secured a continuous contract with Mr. Samikawa, I was promoted to sales manager, a position equivalent to a section chief, in my second year at the company.
Our sales department is purely merit-based. Age doesn't matter. I have confidence you'll do a great job, Nanase.
Thank you very much. By the way, in the SC department, Shin was appointed team leader for this contract and has been steadily building up his track record. And as for Kei Shizukura, who was consumed by his jealousy towards me. His sales performance plummeted, and the boss, seeing this, appointed me as his mentor. There was no way he could get promoted, and the gap between him and his peers only widened. Come on, Shizukura, you'll fall behind if you keep dawdling.
I know, Rena, about the other day, I'm sorry.
Leo, I'm sorry. I was wrong. I'll apologize as many times as it takes. I know you're the more capable one.
It seems Rena Tenguji had a falling out with Shizukura, the guy she left me for, on the day of that fireworks festival. Ever since, she's been trying to get back together with me. Sorry. No matter how many times you ask, I can't get back with you.
Why? You always used to smile at me so much.
It's been like this every time we run into each other lately, but...
Ta-ta. You're still so naive, aren't you, Reina-senpai?
Akari appeared from the same coffee shop where Rana Tenguji works. After that trip, Akari, a university student looking for a part-time job, started working at the same coffee shop as Rana Tenguji of all people.
Leo is not that cheap of a guy. If you let him go, you should just give up gracefully. Besides, he's my boyfriend now.
Yes, we've been on a few dates since then. We went to the movies, the aquarium, and it was really a fun time.
I've always admired you, Leo. Ever since you appeared before my brother like a shooting star.
A shooting star? Well, thanks. It's a little embarrassing, but I'm happy. And so, I received a slightly embarrassing confession a month ago. Now, I no longer see Akari as my best friend's little sister, but as my beloved girlfriend. Even if it's just to keep her in check, Akari working part-time at the same place as my ex-girlfriend. She's a cute and strong girl.
Leo.
Whoa, Shin, you're in the office today? Long day.
Yeah, I had a meeting with Mr. Samikawa. That guy sometimes holds meetings in his own vegetable garden. It's pretty surprising.
As an aside, Mr. Samikawa's hobby is home gardening. He's a powerful man who's approachable in every way. You know, Shin, when it comes to Mr. Samikawa, you can't really go against him. You two get along well.
Yeah, probably because he's the same type of person as you, Leo. Anyway, more importantly... You two, could you please stop bothering my precious best friend?
Shin glared at Kei Shizukura and Rena Tenguji with eyes that looked like he could kill someone at any moment. Being stared down by those eyes, I heard the sound of their spirits shattering. Before long, Kei Shizukura voluntarily resigned. Rena Tenguji also quit the coffee shop. The two of them never got back together and just trudged off somewhere. Shin, haven't you been a little close lately?
Yeah, I think you finally realized that I have some pretty intense feelings for you, and I'm over hiding it.
What do you mean you're over it?
Hey, big bro! He's my Leo.
Life is a cycle of gaining and losing precious things. It's probably difficult for me to always look forward. But perhaps, surrounded by precious things I don't want to lose, that's how people can keep smiling. Actually, there's a buyout offer.
Huh? A buyout? You've got to be kidding. Big companies only care about mass production. How can we trust them?
Let's carry on Father's legacy together.
Yeah!
There are 2 blocks of tofu here. One has soy sauce A, the other has soy sauce B. Try them.
The president asked me and Itsuki, who both work as soy sauce brewers, to taste the tofu.
A's mass-produced soy sauce made in a tank. B is ours, made in a traditional wooden barrel. This is way too easy.
I think so too, but they're really similar, so I'm not 100% confident. But
what?
it's hard to explain, but with A, I feel the soy sauce comes forward and the tofu fades in the background. With B, the tofu comes forward and the soy sauce is more subtle. The president bursts out laughing and pats her shoulders.
These days, mass-produced soy sauce is so good you can't even tell the difference. Being able to spot it instantly like Itsuki, impressive. Takayuki's delicate palate that detects the balance between ingredients and seasoning is also excellent. I'm really satisfied.
The president leaves happily, but Itsuki still looks unsatisfied. I'm Takayuki Choshi, 32. I've worked 14 years as a soy sauce brewer at a long-standing brewery dating back to the Meiji era. Next to me is a fellow brewer, Itsuki Noda, 28. He's younger than me now, but as the president's son, he's expected to take over one day. Or so everyone thought.
I'm retiring. I want Takayuki Choshi to take over. Everyone, I'm counting on you.
The president suddenly announced his retirement, and he picked me, not his own son, as successor, throwing the workplace into chaos.
Huh? Dad, what the hell are you talking about?
Calm down. Don't get the meaning of tradition twisted, Itsuki. Look around you.
Before long, the workplace split into 2 factions, those backing the new president and the founding family loyalists.
This is exactly the time to focus on our work.
The one who stepped in to mediate was Itsuki's sister Sakura, 2 years younger than him. The workplace mood isn't great, but since I was chosen by the former president, I'm determined to give it my all.
Yes, please do. If there's anything I can do, just tell me.
Thanks to Sakura's balancing role and Itsuki's pride as a craftsman. Despite his frustrations, production wasn't affected. But the trials didn't end. After retirement, the former president fell ill and passed away.
He probably knew he didn't have long left. That's why he decided to retire early.
You think so?
Father was always prepared. I'm sure that's it. We just have to do what we can now.
What we can do is carry on the traditions the former president protected. But just months after the former president's passing, a new challenge hit the brewery. What? A buyout? What's this about?
Would you consider partnering with us to bring your soy sauce's deliciousness to the world in the future?
A company showed interest in buying the brewery. It's tough for a small soy sauce maker to survive now. Because of low production volume, our traditional soy sauce ends up expensive, and fewer consumers understand that. The company was Love Koi Sauce, a giant with global reach in sauces and dressings. Actually, there's a buyout offer. I felt I should tell the founding family first, so I brought it to them, but Itsuki's reaction was harsher than expected.
Huh? A buyout? You've got to be kidding. Big companies only care about mass production. How can we trust them?
I get it, but we should at least negotiate for the employees' livelihoods. The truth is, our sales have been declining, and even our wooden barrels are.
I don't care. I'm protecting what my dad built. I'll never accept a buyout.
After that, Itsuki led an anti-buyout movement, which escalated into full-on protests.
We'll protect our proud soy sauce tradition, passed down from the former president. Traders would sell their soul to a big company. Get out!
I understand how everyone feels, but as long as the divide remained, nothing could be done. The collapse of the beloved brewery was only a matter of time. I decided to go my own way. I gave up the presidency to Itsuki and left the brewery I'd worked at for years. Now I need to figure out my next steps. I'll do what I can alone. They probably think I ran away, but I was okay with that for now. Then, my phone rang. It was from Sakura Noda.
Ex-President Takayuki, are you home?
Yeah, I am.
Could you come out for a moment?
I opened the door like she asked and saw... What is going on here? Then stood Sakura and a few brewery employees.
Sorry it took us so long. We quit the brewery.
Quit? Why? I don't understand at all.
We want to protect the former president's soy sauce. We're all pro-buyout like you.
What?
I know the truth. You didn't run. You're trying to protect the former president's will in your own way, right? My brother said otherwise, but we believe you truly cared about the brewery as its president. Above all, my father entrusted the brewery to you. I want to believe in you.
Everyone.
So please, let us work with you.
The employees with her nod, agreeing with Sakura's words. It was such a sudden turn that I was momentarily stunned, but then my eyes welled up.
I inherited a warehouse from the former president. Let's clean it up and make it our office.
Soon after, Sakura and I led the planning for a new company. I recommended Sakura for president, but everyone wanted me to do it. To make the buyout work, we first had to digitize their soy sauce making know-how. Then, we'd present it to Love Koi Sauce and get their approval.
Got it! I'll get right on it.
With everything prepared, Sakura and I headed to pitch to Love Koi Sauce. They didn't want the old brewery. They wanted the soy sauce knowledge and techniques developed there. As long as we had that, the new company was fine. The rep said they'd accept all our knowledge and team. Thank you very much, but if I may, we have one condition.
Yes? What is it?
The rep widened his eyes at what I said next, and then...
We did it, Takayuki!
It's all thanks to the tradition the former president kept alive, and the materials everyone put together. Thank you.
Let's carry on Father's legacy together.
Yeah!
With a new facility provided by Love Koi Sauce, we began a new chapter of soy sauce brewing.
This is a handcrafted wooden vat traditionally used in Japanese soy sauce making.
Whoa, it looks like a two-story house.
But it looks kinda beat up, doesn't it? That oldness is actually important. The wood is home to all kinds of microbes that make the soy sauce taste better.
Ew, microbes, that's gross.
Wait, is it safe to eat?
Sakura is explaining wooden vat soy sauce brewing to a group of kids on a field trip. The old wooden vat used for the tour was brought from the warehouse she inherited from her father.
You all might have eaten microbes this morning, too. Yogurt and natto are full of them.
Seriously?
Nowadays, we make soy sauce using massive metal tanks at Love Koi Sauce. That keeps production stable. And since they're easy to manage, we use the extra time to host a lot of school field trips like this.
Soy sauce made in wooden vats is super unique, but the downside is the flavor changes every time. That's why most of it is made in metal tanks now. Only about 1% is made in wooden vats.
But wait, I thought the microbes that make it tasty live in the wood.
Yeah, so does that mean tank-made soy sauce isn't tasty because it doesn't have microbes? Well, when we use the tank, We add the microbes manually each time. And there's already lots of research showing exactly what kinds and how many to add, so we can always make big batches of tasty soy sauce with the same flavor.
The kids nod along to Sakura's explanation, but then someone asks the hardest question. So which one tastes better, the tank or the wooden vat?
We came all this way to learn about soy sauce. We want to try both. Sorry, we'd love to let you compare them, but the wooden vat isn't in use right now for certain reasons.
Seeing Sakura make a pained face, I hurried to step in. The craftsmen who make wooden vats are getting old, and there aren't any apprentices. Hey you guys, how about becoming vat craftsmen when you grow up? Huh? No way, I'm gonna be a major leaguer.
Me neither. I'm gonna be an idol. Double the double fight.
Right, not into the craftsman thing, huh? Okay then, I'll just cheer for your dreams instead.
There he goes again, trying to recruit every time kids come visit. Alright, I'll cheer too. This place is so lively.
Anyway, our hopes clearly didn't get through, but meanwhile, a big problem hit Itsuki's brewery.
You found irreparable holes in most of the wooden vats?
Yeah, they've really aged. It might be the end of their lifespan.
Order new vats immediately.
Even though they've been using inherited wooden vats to make soy sauce for generations, Itsuki's brewery was now in serious trouble. They couldn't produce soy sauce anymore.
You can't find a supplier? What the hell?
The thing is, wooden vats last about 150 years. The last order was apparently over 50 years ago.
No way! Why didn't we prepare for this kind of situation? Damn it!
It's too late to regret it now. Itsuki battles old files stashed in the back of the warehouse.
Found it! This is it!
He finds an old order slip and hurries to call, but the business is shut down and he can't reach anyone.
Then I'll just find a new supplier online. Everyone, help me out!
Itsuki gives orders, but finding a wooden vat maker isn't that easy. The craftsmen are aging, there are no successors, and the few that remain are swamped with orders. They don't advertise online because they're not taking new clients.
It's no use. There's nowhere we can order new vats from. We'll have to stop soy sauce production for now.
An employee rushes to the desperate Itsuki.
Boss, we found a company that's willing to make us new wooden vats.
Really? Great job. Did you get in touch?
Yes, they're already arranging to come give us a quote.
That's great. What a relief.
Just as he's starting to relax, his face clouds over the moment the representative from the vat-making company shows up.
Thank you for your order. I'm Sakura Noda from Love Koi Sauce.
And I'm Takayuki Choshi, also from Love Koi Sauce. It's only natural he's shocked. It was us who showed up.
Huh? Well, why are you two here?
You're the ones who contacted us. Didn't you need wooden vats?
I've heard the rumors. You left and started a new brewery. But in the end, you got bought out by a big company, and now mass-produce soy sauce with metal tanks.
So what if we did?
Traitor! You ditched the wooden vat tradition Dad protected. As your brother, I'm ashamed of you.
That's not true, Itsuki. We're doing this to carry on Dad's legacy.
Stay out of it. This is a Noda family issue.
Big brother!
Sakura, usually quiet, shouts louder than anyone's ever heard.
No one has cared more about our family's soy sauce than Takayuki. Don't call him an outsider.
Itsuki is shaken by her intensity.
Why won't you just listen to what others have to say? You want to protect Dad's teachings, right? We're on the same side.
Then why?
To keep making traditional vat-brewed soy sauce, we need craftsmen who can build and repair them. But I think you've realized now, there aren't any. No matter how much we want to carry on the tradition, we can't fix the shortage of craftsmen ourselves. But if we partner with Love Koi Sauce, a global company that wants our soy sauce expertise.
Sakura and I lock eyes. I nod and pull out my phone to show Itsuki the strain.
The Wooden Vat Craftsman Revival Project? What is this?
Yes, this was the day. Sakura and I gave a presentation to the company that bought us. May we just say one thing?
Yes, go ahead.
We love traditional wooden vat soy sauce. That's something we'll never give up, even after being acquired. With aging craftsmen and this tradition on the brink of extinction, we can't just sit back and watch it fade away. I then handed over a separate proposal I had prepared, apart from our presentation materials. I want this project to happen no matter what. That's the condition for us accepting your buyout offer. If you can't agree to that, we're fine with canceling the deal. We can only make wooden vat soy sauce because the vat craftsmen still exist. That's why I wanted to use the power of a big company to pass on the greatness of traditional vat brewed soy sauce to the future. That day, I explained it all to the rep with passion, and they understood. They agreed. A global company with offices and networks all over the world can recruit craftsmen from everywhere. Some are young people starting from scratch, others are carpenters switching from furniture making. People from all over the world, wanting to learn traditional Japanese skills, finally got the wooden vat production going again.
No way. So you were trying to tell me this the whole time?
Itsuki, please listen. I didn't agree to the buyout without thinking it through. It's all been to protect the soy sauce tradition.
Shut up! I've hated it from the start. Why were you picked as the next president? In the end, you're just sucking up to the big guys, aren't you? I didn't listen. I just couldn't accept this guy.
For stuff only we can do, we should do it. That's obvious. But for things we can't do, we leave it to the people who can. That's all there is to it. I showed Itsuki photos of all the people around the world helping with the Vat Revival project.
They're making vats with such big smiles. I'm sorry. I didn't understand a thing. The vats were ruined, and I thought our whole brewery was done for. I didn't realize anything until it was almost too late.
Don't confuse what it really means to protect tradition, Itsuki. Look around you.
His father's old words echo in his mind. Then, Itsuki bows deeply to me and Sakura.
Please let me apologize for everything. I was wrong to shut you out and refuse to listen. Dad, the father I respected more than anyone. I held a grudge for so long because he chose you instead of me.
Itsuki, I get how he feels. I've seen his work, and I know he really loved that brewery.
I really respect your knowledge, dedication, and focus as a soy sauce craftsman, Big Brother. But that's not enough to protect tradition. You have to look ahead, adapt, and respond to change too. You're the best craftsman, but to lead a company, you need a calm and flexible mind. That's probably why Dad chose Takayuki, not you.
Yeah, Sakura's totally right. That might be the part I was missing the most.
I gently placed a hand on Itsuki's shoulder as he hung his head. We cut it close, but we made it in time. I knew your vats were on their last legs. But I couldn't gather craftsmen from around the world myself, so we had no choice but to join a big company. I'm sorry for dividing up the beautiful brewery the predecessors worked so hard to build.
No. I'm the one who's truly sorry for everything up until now.
As Itsuki sobbed, I couldn't help but start crying too. After that, new vats were installed at Itsuki's brewery. Then, the microbial beds passed down for generations were transferred to the new vats so soy sauce making could resume.
Thank you so much for prioritizing us for the vats. I hate to ask again, but could we also get some metal tanks?
A shocking request. Sakura and I look at each other, eyes wide. What do you mean?
I'll never be as strong a leader as you, Takayuki, but I still run this place. I have to prepare for emergencies, scale up production, increase sales, and protect our staff.
Itsuki sniffled awkwardly. Sakura and I couldn't help but laugh. Request accepted. Maybe the future of soy sauce is using the uniqueness of vats and the reliability of tanks wisely.
I'm rooting for you, Big Brother. You've got this.
Thanks. Geez, Sakura, you really do have amazing foresight.
Well, I've spent my life seriously thinking about the future of soy sauce.
That's not what I meant. I meant your taste in men.
What? What?
Seeing Sakura get adorably flustered, I suddenly felt my ears go red too.
Haha, so when are you two gonna start dating?
Hey! Big brother, don't say weird stuff!
Saying tradition must be preserved is easy, but actually passing it on is really, really hard. Reality is, a lot of things fade away with time, no matter how hard you try to keep them. But I want to protect Sakura-san just as much as I want to protect soy sauce tradition. I've always felt that way.
Huh? Thank you. So much.
Seeing Sakura blush bright red, I swore to myself, I'll never let this love fade away either.